On October 31st, the one night when the dead walk beside the living, we call it Halloween. Before sweets, costumes, and glowing pumpkins, there was something far older, a festival of fire and fear, born in Ireland thousands of years ago. And since today is the 1st of October, I'll be releasing Halloween content every week leading up to the big night. And what better way to begin than with the story of where it all began, the Irish origins of Halloween. And please excuse my sickly sounding voice. I've had an awful dose of the flu over the last 2 weeks, and I'm just coming back around to making videos. It all started with the ancient Celts, who called this festival Samhain, the end of the harvest and the beginning of the winter, which they called the dark half of the year. The Celts believed the veil between worlds grew thin at this time. Spirits of the dead, fairies, and otherworldly creatures could slip into our realm. Some were harmless, but others had devilish plans for the humans. Druids lit massive bonfires to provide protection and to be used as safe zones for the community. People wore animal skins and terrifying masks to disguise themselves so wandering souls would mistake them for one of their own. Families left out offerings of food and drink to appease the dead, hoping they would pass by in peace. But not all of Samhain was fear. It was also a night of fortune telling. Young people tossed nuts into the fire to divine who they might marry. Apples were used for games of luck, a playful echo of what survives in Halloween's apple bobbing today. Then came Christianity. The church tried to sanction Samhain by creating All Hallows Eve, the night before All Saints' Day, but the old ways refused to die. Instead, they blended with the new faith, pagan fears, Christian prayers, together forming what we now call Halloween. And what of the jack-o'-lantern? Its roots are Irish too. The people carved hideous faces into turnips, potatoes, and even swollen mangled wurzels. These lanterns were meant to ward off evil, inspired by the tale of Stingy Jack, a man so cunning he tricked the devil himself. But when Jack died, neither heaven nor hell would take him. Doomed to wander the earth forever, he carried a burning coal in a hollowed out turnip, the first jack-o'-lantern. When the Irish and Scottish immigrants came to America, they found a new canvas for their grim guardians, the pumpkin. Larger, brighter, easier to carve. And so the modern jack-o'-lanterns were born. But Ireland gave the world more than just carved lanterns. Many of Halloween's most chilling figures have Irish blood. Take Dracula, for example. While Bram Stoker set his vampire in Transylvania, the author himself was Irish. Scholars believe he drew not just from Eastern European myths, but from Irish tales of the Owerchuck, a cruel chieftain said to rise from the grave, demanding blood from his people. Then there is the Dullahan, the Headless Horseman of Irish lore. He rides a black steed, carrying his own head under his arm, eyes glowing with hellfire, mouth stretched with a deathly grin. Whenever he stops, someone dies. Washington Irving's Headless Horseman was inspired by the Irish Dullahan. And beware of the Puca, shape-shifting tricksters that lurk in the shadows. Taking the form of an animal, black horses, goats, or dogs with burning eyes. Mischievous or malevolent, the Puca demands offerings, perhaps inspiring the later tradition of trick-or-treat. But no Halloween would be complete without the witches, and their story too coils back to Ireland. In the time of the Celts, Samhain was overseen by the druids, wise men and women who practiced rituals, divination, and ancient magic. As Christianity spread, these traditions were demonized. What was once sacred became feared, and the figure of the witch was born. On Samhain night, when the veil was thinnest, witches were believed to summon the spirits, mix potions, and ride the night sky. Their cauldrons echoed the sacred fires of old, bubbling with secrets of life, death, and fortune. From these tales came the Witch of Halloween. And in the 1800s, famine drove millions of Irish across the Atlantic. They carried with them Samhain's ghosts and customs. In America, these traditions mingled with local folklore. Mischief nights, ghost stories, gatherings, and games slowly evolved into the Halloween we know today. Costumes, trick-or-treating, and pumpkin lanterns glowing on every doorstep. Now, every October 31st, when we carve pumpkins, put on masks, and tell ghost stories, we are echoing ancient Ireland. Halloween is a patchwork. Celtic fires, Christian prayers, Irish monsters, and American invention. So when the wind howls on Halloween night and the shadows stretch long across the ground, remember you are taking part in a festival older than memory, born of fire and fear. Halloween is Ireland's gift to the world.